So that was another thing that kind of shocked me. But on the back, this is the craziest difference. So like I said, my 5K iMac is the older one. The newer ones obviously all have Thunderbolt ports and all that good stuff. But there is a massive difference here that I really haven't heard too many people talk about. The Intel iMac, you cannot expand the RAM on the Intel iMac outside of your standard, thing that you can do. Like you can spec it up. The Intel iMac, you had the capability of expanding the RAM, which is a huge thing. I've not heard anybody talk about this. It's crazy. And that is a massive thing that we could do on the previous model. All we had to do was unplug the cord, take out that little RAM thing at the back, insert new RAM or more RAM or whatever, and that was it. On these M1 iMacs, we cannot do that. And that is a kind of a big deal in my opinion, because Apple has this huge tendency of just increasing the price of the RAM year after year, and it's very annoying. And I don't know if they're going to only spec it out to like 16 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of RAM, what the top tier one is, but you could theoretically put as much RAM as you want to before, and now they took that port out, which sucks really bad. So the old Intel iMacs had that capability. The M1 iMac does not have that capability, which is kind of sad to me. On top of this, and this is, in my opinion, especially compared to that 5K iMac, the 4K iMac has less ports, but on my 2015 model, I had a ton, but even on the 2021, you had obviously the headphone jack, great. You had the SD card slot, which is amazing. I love having that. They took it out on all their devices now, which sucks. They had 4 USB ports, USB-A ports, those big ones. They had 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports, and they had the Gigabit Ethernet port on all of the 5K models, and I think you can even spec that up to 10 gigabit. I'm not 100% too sure, I don't remember, but that is a massive thing. Now on our M1 iMac, now again, this is not the top tier one, but still a big thing to keep in mind. On these M1 iMacs, we only have 2 Thunderbolt ports right now on the base model, but of course you can spec it up to get 4 USB-C ports on it, which again is good. But looking at the predecessor, the fact that it had all of those ports and expandable RAM, I mean, that's pretty crazy in my opinion. The software, the performance and everything obviously is probably going to be a better experience on the M1 iMac. I'm not even going to say probably. It is a better performance, and you do have the, Ethernet port on the top tier models on the actual power brick itself, which is very interesting. But dude, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of all these ports going away. Even on my M1 MacBook Pro, I was kind of iffy on picking it up because of the lack of ports, but there's nothing we can do about it. This is the direction we're going, but I'm really happy to see that the older ones have it. Fortunately, the 2021 M1 iMacs have less ports than the previous ones, and they do not have expandable RAM, which is another massive thing in my opinion. So take it as you will, but that was another thing that I saw right there.